I'm in Venice, Florida, a town just south of Sarasota, Florida. And if you know anything about Sarasota, you know it's the Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey's winter home at one point. And before they made Sarasota the winter home, Venice was the winter home. And I thought I would go to a graveyard here in town of one of their most famous acts. As I'm waiting for the bridge to get off the island, I just wanted to point out this sign right here is basically talking about the circus in Venice. And then right over there, you can see a trapeze park. So there's still lots of circus signs here in the Venice area. About a 15-minute drive from where I just was is Venice Memorial Gardens. It's actually quite a pretty cemetery here. A lot of oak trees, fountains. And there is one legend who is buried here of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey circus. Now, if you grew up particularly in the 70s or 80s, you probably would recognize this person. He started off working in a circus in Germany, and his circus was bought out by the famous Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey circus, and he was eventually became an employee for that circus. And after he came over to the States from Germany, he was originally born in Poland, he became kind of a sensation of sorts. He made appearances on Johnny Carson. He was doing commercials for different companies. He became like a household name, essentially. And you could probably say he was the original Tiger King. So, and I'm actually standing right here at his grave. Gunther Gebel Williams. He was a well-known tiger tamer in the circus. His last tour with the Ringling Brothers was in 1989. But leading up to that, he was just a very well-known circus performer. He was a tiger trainer. As you can see, they even have a tiger on his tombstone. I definitely grew up knowing who he is, and he's definitely considered one of the legends of circus performers, circus animal trainers. Definitely a household name. Definitely, you know, after he got hired on by the Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus. As actually an interesting side note, his last name, the kind of the funny thing about coming out and visiting graves of people who are well known. You know, I go into the office. I mean, because this is a good sized cemetery, it would have taken me quite a long time to find Gunther Gebel Williams' grave. I would have recognized that he had flowers at his grave, the fake flowers near trees, but there are so many here that it would have been next to impossible to find it relatively quickly. So I went into the office and I said, "Can you point me into the right direction of somebody's grave?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, who are you looking for?" And I said Gunther Gebel Williams, and they're like, "Oh, that's an easy one. I could take you right out there." And they knew right where he was. So it's interesting when you go into the office. The same thing happened when I went to go see Chuck Taylor's grave site. Like, if you go to cemeteries and just go ask where somebody's grave is, even if it's not a well-known person, usually the office staff is usually more than happy to at least look up to see where the grave is and let you know so you could visit. I just so happened to be visiting, I guess, well-known graves where they know immediately where they are. Until next time, hope you have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.